known for its unique natural environment and its beautiful nature. Ranging from the beautiful pristine beaches all the way to the Australian outback, there is a wide variety of wildlife that can exclusively be found in Australia. And millions of people travel from all over the world every year to see and experience this. But as has become evident over the past few years and decades, this has serious implications on the natural environment within Australia. And this documentary aims to shed light on the extensive damages and consequences of our human behavior can have on the environment and how we should take action. And this action should be taken now. We will cover several main environmental issues that Australia faces now and will perhaps continue to face over the future.
Overfishing. Loss of biodiversity.
Agricultural clearing.
Ozone layer.
Deforestation.
Protect the Great Barrier Reef before it's too late.
As you can tell, there are loads of different environmental issues right here in Australia. Now we're going to take a closer look at just a couple. Australia is home to some amazing marine wildlife, with over 300 different species of sharks and rays, with over 70 of those unique to Australia. However, commercial fishers use equipment such as trawlers, gill nets and non-lines. All of these are particularly dangerous to our marine wildlife species here. You've all seen the images of turtles getting stuck in gill nets on shore. That's how they die. It's a real life issue here. Furthermore, overfishing of such abundant species has led to them now being endangered, such as school sharks, who have been fished for far too long. Australia is our new home and we need to protect the marine wildlife as much as we can. We are honoured today to be joined by Luke from the Australian Conservation Marine Society, who is at Manly Beach and going to be talking to us about overfishing.
Hello, I'm Luke. I'm from the Australian Marine Conservation Society. Even though a lot of our biodiversity has been threatened in recent years, it's not all doom and gloom. We have been able to save the Australian sea lion. They were being sourced in vast quantities off the southwest Australian coast. Basically, we've been able to secure funding and working with other companies to prevent this and to mitigate the effects of this. As a result, we've been able to save the species and make very great strides to maintaining Australia's beautiful biodiversity in the marine life.
This environmental issue we're going to look at right here in Australia is the agricultural land clearing. Australia is in the midst of a full-blown land clearing crisis. Predictions estimate that by 2030, 3 metres of untouched forest in East Australia will be cleared. Australia has a hugely rich biodiversity and 84% of its mammals are found nowhere else, but agricultural land clearing is putting that at risk. 3/4 of Australia's plants and animals listed by the government as threatened have habitat loss as one of their main threats. It's clear we need to take action. Land clearing greatly impacts on the health of rivers and cultural ecosystems. It increases erosion and the amount of sediments, nutrients and pollutions into the coastal waters, and causing issues especially in the Great Barrier Reef. Therefore, clearing removes so many habitats, causing to the direct loss of plants and animals and native species here in Australia every year. Much of the agricultural land clearing is making climate change so much worse. In fact, in Queensland, where the majority of agricultural land clearing takes place, it's driving pollutions into the Great Barrier Reef, causing great damage there. To make it relatable, in Queensland, every single day, more than 1,500 football pitches are being cleared of native woodland and scrub. This is a shocking statistic and something needs to change.
Many of us are unaware of the major landfill issues in Australia. Around 20 million tonnes of waste ends up in landfills around the major capital cities, or around 40% of Australia's total waste generation. Not only do these landfills emit methane, but the different types of waste, especially plastic, also require up to 1,000 years to fully decompose. This poses numerous risks to the environment, particularly to air quality and our groundwater. Additionally, compared to many European countries, including Germany, Switzerland, Belgium, and Sweden, whose total waste ending up in landfills represents 3% or less, Australia falls far behind. These countries achieve this by recycling, separating their waste, and using various waste technologies such as anaerobic digestion, which consists of breaking down animal or food waste to produce biogas and biofertilizer.
So what can you, as an individual, do to have a more positive impact on the environment? Firstly, we recommend consuming more consciously. Do you really need that t-shirt that is trendy now and therefore contribute to fast fashion? You may opt for a second-hand option instead, for example, at the markets. Secondly, we would recommend focusing more on plant-based foods. The dairy and meat industry are a heavy burden on our planet. And furthermore, of course, cutting down on fish consumption is very important with regard to overfishing. Then finally, we would recommend using less plastic. So this could be going to bulk food stores or, for example, using reusable mugs.
A lot of supermarkets should try to reuse their wasted food.
Use more public transport.
Recycling is good.
Use reusable cups.
Don't!
Litter.
Some of the practices that you can include in your day-to-day life is going to bulk food stores, for example, instead of your regular supermarket. There's one in Glebe and also one in Newtown that you can go to. In these stores, you can bring your own jars, containers, Tupperware, or use the paper bags provided by the shop. By using jars or containers, you simply need to weigh it and subtract that value from the weight of the product. You can also bring things such as old washing powder boxes or empty olive oil bottles to refill them and reduce your consumption of products packaging. This is a very easy and efficient way you can reduce your waste and contribute to the zero waste movement on an everyday basis. These bulk food stores try to encourage people to buy more sustainably without missing out on everyday basics by selling everything ranging from breakfast cereals, pasta, beans, chocolate, nuts and seeds, and many more. You can also refill soap bottles and cooking oils. The bulk food store allows you to buy as little as you need, which saves us from buying too much and then having to throw it away. It's also a great way to buy more of the foods which you use on a daily basis and therefore save in the long term. Another great way of reducing your consumption and reusing products is going to local markets, such as the one in Glebe that's on every Saturday, or many more around Sydney. These markets are great as you can buy second-hand clothing and support local producers, which reduces your environmental impact as the products you buy are locally sourced. Particularly in the Glebe markets, there are a number of stands which encourage better consumption practices by offering environmentally friendly alternatives to everyday basics. For example, using beeswax wraps instead of regular cling film, which cannot be recycled or reused. These wraps have a lifespan of about 12 months, and after that, they are fully compostable. You simply have to wash them with soapy water and reuse as many times as you need. I would also encourage all of you to calculate your own ecological footprint and see when your personal overshoot date is. The quiz takes about 5 minutes to complete and really puts into perspective just how much we are actually consuming. With the example shown on the screen, we would need about 3.5 Earths to support this kind of consumption.